Oh,
Here we are.
here we go, guys. Something looks a little bit different. Yes, sir, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby! Come on. Look who the fuck is in the house
Sammy
today.
2 times in the building.
Sammy 2 times makes his debut, baby. It's the All Day Everyday Show. Yes, sir, baby. With All Day AJ and Manny Ruffin.
You know what's popping in this corner.
Yes, sir, baby. Partnered with Vendetta Sports Media. Presented by Monkey Knife Fight. If you want to play Monkey Knife Fight, head over to monkeyknifefight.com and use code Vendetta, all capitals. They will match your deposit up to 100% and up to $100. So if you want to get ballsy and deposit all $100, you have $200 in your account with credit to play with. So always play responsibly. Okay, we have a lot to talk about today.
This high
Sam's
noon hit.
in the baby. High Noon. Do you guys want to sponsor us?
This high noon hit.
I know they're with some other people too, but why can't it be us? We hit up Miller Lite as well, so like Miller Lite can be the golf
Hey,
guys.
we got options.
We got options.
High noon, we
Miller
got
Lite
options.
for the golf, and then High Noon for the pod, baby.
Yes, sir. Watch this fucking cord, bro.
Bro, I'm trying my best, dude. Relax.
I'm moving it.
I think the quarters might be fucked.
All right, bro. We're good.
Why
Let's
is
go,
doing
bro.
that, bro? Why is this fucking
I think the
cord?
quarters might be fucked, bro.
I think it's good if you just sit there like this.
Bro,
Just
so
don't
I'm
move the
supposed to
cord.
sit still the whole time?
No,
I
just
can't
don't move. Just watch the cord. There you go.
How am I gonna move the mic without moving the cord?
I don't fucking
All right,
know.
whatever. Let's go.
Figure
Let's
it out.
roll. Come on, let's go.
We have a pod.
Yeah, Sammy 2 times making his appearance. We're gonna do a couple more Tea Party videos before we go. You know how I like my Tea Party plugs. But he goes back down to Auburn
plug guy.
at the end of 3 podcast. He goes
Over
back to
under
Auburn.
2.5 tea party plugs by Alex Jacobs.
Over. Hammer the over, bro. Hammer the over.
Fuck you guys. But we have a couple more videos with him, and then he's gonna go back down to Auburn, and then we have something special for later in the fall for what we're gonna do with that because we don't want him to essentially just die off the show. You know what I mean? He's just as in it as everybody else on this team, so we want to keep it that way. So today we're gonna talk about Conor McGregor. We're gonna talk about the finals, and then we're gonna go a little bit on Team USA. Should be hopefully a little bit of a shorter show. Sam and I actually watched the main card and everything, right? Well, essentially mainly some of the prelims. But that was UFC 264. We did go live on Instagram. For whatever reason, they got deleted. So if you see the tweets about us pumping, going live, and then you're like, oh, where's the live? Well, we went live. It just fucking deleted. Sorry. But we had a good time watching. I don't know. I'll just start with this. Why don't we don't have to go fight for fight. I don't want to go Conor McGregor like the entire time. I think my favorite fight was when Greg Hardy got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if that was my favorite fight. The favorite fight was Sean O'Malley, and you knew that
O'Malley
too.
was a great fight. That was the best fight in the card. by
Bro,
far.
I remember I seen the stat that he hit 60 out of 69 significant strikes.
Oh yeah.
Imagine getting
But he
hit
was
with,
like,
He set the UFC
60
record for highest percentage of significant strikes landed.
what the fuck?
He landed like 80% of significant. He literally hit Moutinho in the face like 205 times.
What the fuck?
Nuts.
do you see he
No.
was like shimmying and then like bang bang?
No, like,
Dude, he
no,
did
no, no, no.
leans. He literally did in between the leg dribbles
Like,
and then punches dude in the face.
If Moutinho, if his life expectancy was 83 before the fight, it's now 75.
Yeah,
Well, you saw what he said at the end. He was like, because the whole like controversy at the end was that Herb stopped it too early. There was maybe like 23 seconds left, and they were
Something
like, you
like
should
that.
just let him fight. In his interview with Joe Rogan after, O'Malley was like, sugar. He was like, I mean, like, thank God he stopped it. He didn't say those exact words, but he was like he just saved years off this guy's life.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
100%.
getting bullied.
He was getting bullied the
I
whole
gotta
fight.
do what I gotta do. I'm gonna keep beating your ass.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, because
damn.
they were saying, the announcers were saying that like Cormier and Rogan, and that's my favorite guy on there. Who's the other guy?
John Anik.
Yeah, best guy.
Best
for
guy.
the
I
UFC.
love John Anik.
Fucking voice is awesome. But they were literally saying like it looked like O'Malley was looking at the clock so many times.
Yeah.
And they were like, you remember they were saying like, oh, maybe like Sean thinks it's like disrespectful that like a disrespect to him that he's like, I haven't put this guy down yet.
Yeah.
Because in the first round he had him and then the buzzer saved him.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that fight was just so fucking
That was
ridiculous.
a crazy fight.
It was so fun to watch. Just how and then in his interview again, he was just like, oh, go Suns. I was just balling for the Suns. I was like, okay. But Greg Hardy, what's that dude's name? The Australian dude?
Tied to Avasa.
Bro, he's
drinking fucking beers out of the
Beast, bro.
shit.
he's
He's
gonna
a
be.
beast,
I'm
dude.
telling you, I've been
He's
saying
gonna
this.
get the Delta variant.
He's
Fuck you
gonna be
talking about?
100%, bro.
Fuck are you talking about?
Bro, he's gonna be the money fight
Facts.
soon. I'd say maybe give him a year, and he's gonna be the big money fight.
That rematch might be a big money fight. Greg had him, bro.
No, yeah, he did have him,
I
but
hate
Greg
because he
had him.
stumbled.
Greg
He
Hardy,
did
bro.
stumble back.
Greg had him, but Greg's problem is he saw blood and tried to swing one of these.
Yeah, he went wild.
And then he
Yeah,
just
dude, he has no
ducked.
technique. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying. Like, Greg Hardy's like obviously huge and like super strong, played in the NFL, but like the dude has no fighting technique.
Yep.
Like, Tai Tuivasa has been doing this his whole life. Like,
Yep.
he knows what he's doing. Like, he's not gonna just get hit with a wild right hook. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
so stupid.
Even like the experience of knowing like, all right, I rocked him, but let me still feel it.
Let me
out.
make sure he's like actually rocked before I go in,
Exactly.
and then he just got slept.
No, it was crazy though, and they were saying also when he got hit, like when he like I told you this too. Do you remember 2 minutes after the fight was over, and they were putting his arm up because he won. They panned over to Greg Hardy's eye,
Oh, dude.
and it literally took it 2
Nasty,
minutes
bro.
for that to be like fully
Swollen
shut.
shut, yeah.
And then what those
Nasty,
announcers were
dude.
saying is they were like, that's what people don't realize is that's how hard and that's how much power that these heavy hitters have.
Facts.
Literally one hit, he
And
was
you're
down.
done.
His legs went limp. I almost thought he was gonna snap his leg because his leg like bent fully back when he was falling back, and that's a lot of weight to go back like that. I mean, I have to give some credit to Greg Hardy for coming into
How many fights has
UFC
he
and doing
had?
that. It's in like 3.
He's I
or-
remember the one fight. I don't know.
I don't know how many fights
he
he exactly has.
But he was kicking some dude's ass, and the dude was literally on a knee on the ground. He kneed him in the head.
Oh, yeah, got
That's
it.
exactly what I'm talking.
Yeah.
He's a fucking maniac.
Oh,
bro.
maniac. Absolute maniac.
Oh my god! Like
Yeah.
I think Greg Hardy, if he just gets like how old is he? Like he has to be up there in age.
He's got to
He's
be
33,
over
I think.
30, right?
I think no, he's
Oh.
32.
He
32.
played in the NFL for a little
Yep,
I
while.
was
he's
gonna
32.
say maybe
He's
like
32.
maybe like a year or two of more intense training under his belt, he might be straight. But he's running out of
Yeah, he's running out of time a little bit.
know what I mean?
Especially for a heavyweight.
Facts.
Well, also for
Facts.
just take. I mean, he already took those hits in the NFL with his head,
Yeah.
And now he's
just
taking
getting-
more in. Yeah,
he's
exactly.
essentially getting it worse. Like,
Nah,
I mean,
bro. I think, dude, NFL.
I don't know. I think UFC
Dude,
might be worse.
bro,
Bro,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know,
saying.
but like, think about it. Like UFC compared to like boxing. If you look at like
right?
you'll get way less like CTE from like doing UFC than like NFL. Like if you're an offensive lineman in the NFL, like you're just gonna get CTE. It's 100%. Like you clash heads every play. You know what I mean? Because like there's fighters in the UFC who like look at Max Holloway when he fought Calvin Kattar. Like he didn't get hit at all. I mean Calvin Cater's face looked like a bowl of salsa, but like literally Max Holloway didn't get hit at all.
Facts.
But like
that
I mean
scares me.
heavyweights is different because those dudes hit so
I've been getting
hard,
scared, bro,
Well, look
because
at
when
the-
fuckers get knocked out, you gotta finish them.
Oh,
so like
yeah.
dudes will be
You
out
get-
cold and
Well, you know what that
Bang,
means.
bang,
though? Not
hammer
even
fist.
that. When you get knocked
like-
out, that's a concussion.
Instant concussion.
So like every time you get knocked, that's a concussion.
yeah.
So how many times have those guys like like they say you've been knocked out 4 times? That's 4 concussions.
at the professional level.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, not even counting
But also,
amateurs and like
like,
before they got to
what
UFC.
if he
and
didn't
nothing.
get knocked out and you're just like how Dustin had the bows on the ground? He was throwing bows on Conor. You tell me like 2 or 3 of those bows that connected did not result in a concussion for Conor? Think about that. Like
I don't know. I think some of them dudes are just built different, including Conor.
I think a lot of UFC guys are just like they're just born to be
Bro,
like
for Conor to have his leg snapped, like I've snapped my leg in half just like that, mind you. For him to snap his leg in half like that and still be just so calm to be talking about how main cuz wife was in his DMs, like you don't feel pain. My leg is snapped.
Yeah,
Why-
exactly. Like
why-
he just was like
You don't feel
"Alright."
pain, bro. Like that shit is crazy.
yeah, I mean as we go there, I don't know. Sam and I
We're only
watched
fucking
it.
Irishman. God
We were-
damn.
I will say, when Sam and I were watching it, we did a live stream. We were so hype, and we were saying in that live stream, like, hopefully when we do the post-fight Instagram live, we're gonna be happy for you guys. We're gonna be excited for you guys, so you guys can
McGregor
like
guys.
see, how hype we are for Conor because we're Conor fans. And then when that happened, we were just like a little bit frustrated, but more just like upset because we were like, oh, we wanted to see that second round. Now, listen, everybody that's saying that, there's all like most of these people like are just commenting saying that like Conor sucks, like he hasn't been that. He's only had one win in like the last 4 or 5 years. He's ass, whatever. But like we wanted to see him win, and like sure, like we're not sitting here saying that he's gonna come and win the second round and go and win the fight, but nobody wanted to see it end like that. And I think there was an article that I was reading on ESPN that was saying that Dustin like was saying that he basically didn't get like essentially the closure that he wanted
Not at all.
because he didn't
Yeah,
win that
no,
way.
definitely not.
Even though on the fight, the motherfucker is walking around doing his thing when the dude's got the snap leg, like whatever, and like he literally said it. He's like, no, I won that fight, but then comes back later and he's like, I don't have the closure. I don't understand that. Is there going to be a fourth
100%,
fight?
without a doubt, 100%.
I mean-
Say what you were saying about the fourth fight. How you were saying that Dustin would be stupid to take it.
Well, he'd be stupid to take it if he beats Charles Oliveira, and I mean realistically he'll probably fight in like maybe December, January. If he gets the belt and he'll never fight Conor McGregor ever.
Yeah,
again.
you're right about that. 'cause I
But
think
if
they
he
are fighting
loses
in
to
December.
Oliveira and he's like, let's say, so he's a number 1 ranked contender now. Let's say he loses to Oliveira, and then he's like not going to get the next title shot. I mean, if he wants to make a quick like 15, 20 million, he might as well just fight Conor again.
Facts.
Like Conor might not be in his fighting prime, but without a doubt makes the most money of anybody in the UFC.
They were saying that about Khabib too, like he'd be done to fight Conor again.
Yeah, like
there's no point to take that risk.
You
well,
said that
Khabib's
too.
different because like Khabib is like clear without a doubt head and shoulders above every lightweight that's ever fought in the UFC. So that's different. And also Khabib is like, I want to say Khabib is the second highest paid UFC fighter ever behind Conor because he fought Conor and he got bread from that. But like just Dustin, I mean, apparently Dustin even in his like post fight presser was like, yeah, like this isn't over, blah blah. Like he said something else, but he said like basically it's not over. And like I would not be shocked if Dustin loses to Charles Oliveira if Conor, because I mean by then Conor will probably be ready to get back in the octagon. I won't be surprised if they fight a fourth time.
No, I think it happens. It's unfortunate for Conor, like, because people were on his ass obviously because all the antics and how he is as a person. But like, if you look at it, like I have to hold him accountable too. But he built his career on that. Like he was a great fucking fighter and he's a great entertainer. So now you see how like he's kind of slowly getting out of his prime. It's like, all right, we don't know you for fighting anymore. We know you more for entertaining.
For sure.
And that's why I feel like more that like the hate's coming in. But it's like that's who he is. It's not like you know what I mean. I don't think he deserves as much hate as he's been getting for that shit.
Yeah.
Well, what I would say to Conor is nothing about how he lost or anything or that like he hasn't been that successful in the past couple of years. I would say that, and I told you this too, Sam, and everybody should be in agreement on this, even if you aren't a fucking Conor McGregor fan. He made the UFC what it is. The UFC would not be where it is without Conor McGregor to this day. No chance. He's bringing the money in. He's putting butts in seats, and that's because there was not many fighters.
I'd say I wouldn't say he made it. I'd say he revived it.
That's a good word for it.
That era with Chuck Liddell,
Right,
Boris Griffin,
but those guys were not doing the shit that he was doing in the press conferences.
But back when those guys were in their prime, like UFC was huge, and then guys like Chuck and all them, they retired, and it kind of fell off for a little bit. And then Conor came and it went back up.
Yeah.
Well, because it turned into more of like those guys were more like respect at the conferences, and then you see him and he's like, who the fuck is that? Like you see that, and everyone's like, oh, I'm firing the fuck up, and he's like, fuck the Mayweathers. Like seeing that, like he's firing everybody up. Everybody wants to go see him.
Can you say that one more time?
Fuck the Mayweathers. But that's how it was, and that's how we built it, and that's why. When we were talking about Jake Paul, it's essentially the same thing. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The Jake Paul difference is he's doing the smart thing. He's being kind of a dickhead, but everybody
kind of.
Yeah, but
Jake Paul has it coming.
But he's doing that, and he's doing exactly what Conor is doing in the press conferences and talking all this shit and doing this and that. Everybody wants to go watch him, but they want to go watch him lose. Everybody that is fans of Conor because he's doing essentially the same thing, they want to watch him win. That's the difference.
I think it's even there's people that want to watch Conor lose too, but
right.
that helps the stigma of the MMA because like so many people are going to watch a Conor fight because you have millions of people that want him to win, and you have millions of people that want him to lose so bad.
Exactly.
Well, and you can probably attest to this too. It's different when and people say, oh well, there's better fighters to watch. You can go watch Adesanya. He's good in the press conferences, but he's not like Showtime entertainment like Conor. If you put, for example, John Jones, who is a big money fight, in front of that press conferences as a main card in front of Conor, no chance, right, Sam? No chance.
What are you saying?
Because no
chance that what?
Because Conor's going to bring more of the money fights. He's going to bring more of the butts in the seats. So John Jones will never be that top card, and that's why I think. Recently, or a couple months ago, he's been frustrated because he's not getting his bag from UFC, and he was saying all that shit on Dana White because he's not getting the money. But it's like, it goes for anybody, even people that are working at ESPN. Same thing with Maria Taylor getting her money with Stephen A. Smith. He gets the views. That's why he's getting the money. Mm-hmm. Same with John Jones. Conor McGregor gets the views. There's a stat where it's like,
I think John Jones.
He has like
John Jones is the undisputed GOAT, but I think his time came and went.
No, yeah, it did. And there's a stat for Conor where it's like, I think 6 or 7 of the top 9 pay-per-view fights, Conor's in.
Mm-hmm. And that's not even as high. And that's not even his highest paid pay-per-view ever. He made
entertainment.
I mean, the man made $150 million when he fought Mayweather, and then was just like, you know what, like, oh, I now have $500 million in the bank. Let me just go back and fight. Like,
yeah, that's why this sparks another question. Is what we talked about too on the live was, is he done after this? Because essentially,
what is he fighting for now? Ego?
That's what I said. Essentially, like, he has his money. There's no reason to fight. It's like literally he can essentially pull. It's not the same, but he can pull an Andrew Luck. Mm-hmm. He got his money. There's no need for him to do it again. But I said to you on the live stream as well, it's like leaving on a miss. when you're doing free throws before the end of practice. It's like ending on a miss. I think he wanted to end on a win. I think if he won this, he would go for the title shot against Oliveira, and then if he lost that, then I think he would be done.
That'd be fire to see
know what I mean, though?
McGregor go out just like Triple C did. Because when Triple C retired, when he won the belt, that shit fucked me up. But like he went out like a boss. Like I could see McGregor doing the same type of thing. And he's the type of dude where like, I'm leaving. I'm the fucking king. I'm leaving with the crown. Like I could see him doing some shit like that. It'd be cool. But I also see a point. Like, what are you fighting for now? Your legs snapped. Like your last wins against Cowboy. Like you're just you're. I want to say you're a meme now, but you're pretty close to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing I wanted to say is I don't know if you guys saw. I read this article on ESPN as well. Jake Paul got this $100,000
Sleep
sleepy
McGregor chain.
So it's the picture of when he was slept.
Oh yeah. I did
And
see that.
he's holding a NyQuil. It's a $100,000 chain. I think his belt or something is all diamonds, and his diamond chain, whatever. So he tweeted at Dustin and said, "I think you deserve this more than me. You earned this more than me. Do you want it?" So he said, "Ship it over." So, and Jake Paul was saying he hopes that he like takes pictures with it, but what he's doing is he's taking it from him and then he's gonna auction it off for charity.
Oh no.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bro, they're violating.
Dude.
I think
I would
McGregor
keep
might
that
come
bitch
back
if
on-
I
No,
was
bro.
Dustin, bro.
Nah.
They're violating, bro. Like McGregor might come back on some shit. He's about to have a whole year off.
That was the difference why I like this fight so much better than last. Seeing Conor, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuming and
hungry, like really hungry.
just his antics were back. Like, sure, I liked seeing him. That's when people knew,
Do
like,
you think that's a cope for him not being as good a fighter anymore, or do you think that's just him being him? Like, do you think him raising the antics is him, like in his subconscious knowing I'm not as good at fighting
no,
anymore?
I think he's fucking back. I think he's
Really?
hungry again. So, because when a lot of people were
Like,
like,
how do you think he looks, Sam? Like he did lose that first round 10-8, but how do you think he looked?
I mean,
Sam also had Dustin winning. in his article.
Realistically, well, yeah, I never thought Conor was going to win that fight. Dustin's been the best lightweight in the world since Khabib retired. But I mean, I didn't think he looked bad. Like, obviously, he's not what he was in 2016 when he was like the biggest draw in the UFC. But like, really, like Dustin didn't even take him down. Like, he went for the guillotine and like made the mistake of going to the ground with Dustin, who's a far superior wrestler than him.
Facts.
But like in terms of striking, like if he was really back, that fight should have been over in the first round.
That fight shouldn't have went to the ground.
He should have. If he was actually what he used to be, he should have been able to land that clean left that he seems to always land on everyone.
Because you were screaming for it. He's like, "Where's the left? Where's the left?"
Well, that's the other
He
thing
did
too.
cook him,
Like
though, and Dustin said that.
My friend was talking about this the other day. Like ever since he went to box Floyd Mayweather, his style is so different. Like he used kicks in that fight, but like in the first fight when he fought Dustin in January, like he didn't even kick. Like he literally just tries to throw punches now. Like he thinks he's only a boxer now.
So maybe that training fucked him up, huh?
Yeah, like
I don't
I
know.
just
I
think
think
like
that was the game plan.
He's so like you look at people like Max Holloway. Like Max Holloway can afford to be just a boxer because like the dude's got so many strikes in the arsenal.
Yeah.
Conor's really like more of like when he was at his peak in 2016, he could do pretty much whatever he wanted. He's a really good counter striker. That left hand put everyone to sleep.
He was from what I remember about Conor. I'm not as well versed in MMA as you. I just watch a fucking lot. He's just so unorthodox.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck's gonna come.
You don't know what he's gonna
Prime
do.
Conor, you have no idea what the fuck's gonna come. He might spin around and kick you in the gut. He might
Yeah, exactly.
take it, hit you with the left. Like you know what I mean?
And now all he does is throw punches. Like everyone knows, like, oh, he's not gonna try and other than like Cowboy, that's different. I mean,
That was,
as much as I love Cowboy, the dude's been washed for years now.
Cowboy-
Like,
I don't think he even wanted to fight in that. He didn't want to take that fight.
yeah,
No.
he just wanted to get his money in balance. Like, I don't
'Cause
blame
that's
him,
the
but
other
like,
thing. Everybody knows what did Conor say in the
Like
in
my
that
thing
one
is,
press
if
conference?
you don't have a filler fight versus Cowboy Conor, you haven't won
he haven't won a fight since
Since Obama.
2016. Or whatever.
Since Obama.
Literally since you beat Nate Diaz, since you beat Nate Diaz.
He wanted to chase his bag just like everybody else. Like talking about Cerrone. What did he say in that one press conference? I think it was like one of the same back in 2016 when he said, "Who the fuck is that guy?" I think he was just like, "Everybody wants to fight me. I'm the money fight." And he's like, "You call your wives, hey baby, we made it.
It's
We
red
made
panty
it.
night.
It's
Break
red-
out the red panties.
Yep, we made it. We made it."
red panties.
But that's true. Everybody wants his money fight. So then that's what he built his whole thing on.
That's the reason why he's never. That's why until he legitimately retires, he's never not gonna be fighting. Because like Dana White makes bags and bags and bags and bags of money off this guy, even if he loses. Like that broke Dana White said in the press conference, he was like, "Yeah, this already set the most record for most pre-buys of a fight ever."
Imagine because then they're gonna build the comeback
story.
Up, exactly.
Like
the little, the UFC YouTube, they'll do the documentaries following Conor and his training and shit.
It's gonna be
build this whole shit up.
He's still gonna be able to make Dana White money, and at the end of the day, it's a business. Dana White is trying to make money, so Conor McGregor will fight again. Who will he fight? I don't know, but he will fight somebody again.
I do think that was the game plan though, because you remember, like you just pointed out, the leg kicks and everything. He changed it. Instead of back in January when he was getting kicked out the gate in the leg, he reversed it and he started doing that out the gate, and he was getting them. And that's why they said, Dustin said, "Oh, like it was on that leg, leg check,
that high leg kick that he checked with the elbow.
Yep.
It literally like his leg like wrapped around the dude's elbow.
So I don't know if maybe that was part of it, but I mean, he did literally.
Kavanaugh, his trainer, Coach Kavanaugh said that basically before the fight, I mean, obviously no one knows if this is real or not. It might just be an excuse, but he basically said they went to an orthopedic surgeon like a month before the fight. Something happened in training, and they did like X-ray and like MRIs and stuff. And apparently, there possibly could have been a fracture in his left leg prior to the start of the fight.
I believe it. No, I believe.
Which but think about it. Like
broke so easy.
Exactly. Like if it broke that easy, like. Because it was realistically like when he kicked him in the head, he didn't snap his leg in half. Like it fractured probably, but then he stepped back and it was just so sudden, like literally like that. Like and his foot was gone.
He twisted his like toes almost looked like they twisted, and then he just fell back and it just just the weight kind of snapped it.
I think well as I've been watching it back, I think really what happened was I think it broke when he stepped forward to punch. And then he went back and it was gone, and he tried to put weight on it, and it was already broken, so it just folded under.
Facts. So do y'all think this is the end of McGregor? Do you think there's a comeback story, him riding off in the sunset?
They say they're gonna. I mean,
like not the end as in he will never fight again,
but like
the end as
will he come back as a top tier fighter?
Yeah.
I think he was very fortunate to have this fight though, because then if he wins, then he gets Oliveira and then he gets the belt.
Yeah,
you know
but I think I'm not gonna. I don't want to say he's done because we've seen plenty of fighters be like mid 30s and still like look at Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy was like 36, 37, like
he had a good fight.
Like could have beaten Gilbert Burns if Burns didn't just do takedowns all the time. But like
dude's just a gorilla.
Yeah,
bro.
he's nasty.
A gorilla.
Dude, but that's the thing.
I love Gilbert Burns.
The thing with the welterweight division is like it does not matter how nasty you are. You're not beating Usman. Mm-hmm. Like you have no chance. The only I've said this before. I think the only person in the entire division that gives Usman a fight is Colby Covington. He's the only one in the whole division.
I need to see that fight so bad because I fucking hate Colby, but he's nasty.
He's a beast, dude. The first time he fought, literally since Usman has had the belt, Colby Covington's the only one that's given him a fight. Like Colby Covington got his jaw broken in the first round, and then fought for another like almost 20 minutes.
Was going right
and eventually, like he was just coming forward. The pressure. As much as I hate Colby Covington as a person, terrible human being, dude can scrap. The dude can scrap.
I love it. I love it too because I want to see that rivalry pop up.
Yes.
You see the clip of them, and they were like, I don't know if it was an airport or something, but it was Usman's group and Kobe's group.
Yeah, and they were
Like, I love shit like that.
I love
bro.
that
like,
stuff.
I need to see him fight again. But damn.
The last thing I'll say on this UFC stuff is I saw an article today, and Christian, you can check me on this as well. I saw a tweet come out, and Dana White either quoted it or it was an Instagram comment or something, and it was for UFC 266, Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler, September for UFC 266. That's gonna be great to see Nick in there. Lawler's obviously a badass dude, but I don't know when the last time I saw his ass.
Lawler, it's probably been about 2 years, a year or two.
It's been a while since he's. I mean, yeah, it's been a while since he's fought.
So and as we look at the next card, I don't know. I really don't know what to say about Conor other than it was just upsetting and frustrating to see that pan out. I mean, I'm a Conor McGregor fan. I like the entertainment. I like how he's talking all the shit. And the absolute last thing I will say is
I want to say something after you.
Okay.
You got it.
The last thing that I will say before Sam kind of closes this out is when Dustin said like, "Oh, you don't say that. Like, I'm gonna murder you in the ring." Because I loved when he was in the press conference. He's like, "You are dead in that ring. I'm gonna send you out in a stretcher. You are dead in that ring." And he said, "Oh, you don't say that. I'm gonna murder you, whatever." And I'm like, "Bro, you're in the fighting game. Like that's what it is. You're in the fighting game. I don't know what to tell you.
You think that's bad? Here's someone on the football field.
I don't know what to tell you.
Damn.
I really don't know what to tell you. You're in the fighting game. Sure, he was probably he was 100% serious about that, but it's also selling the fight even more. I mean, people still have another day because that was Friday night, Friday afternoon for the weigh-ins.
Yeah,
that people still had another day to purchase the pay-per-view. So when he said that also, sure, it was totally serious. But also, it's selling the pay-per-view because people are going to be like, oh shit, he's going to kill him. I'll put him on a stretcher. Okay, here's my $70 for the main card. Click, purchase, add to cart, buy.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Exactly. Is
What do
my
you
turn?
want? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think, like, yeah, Conor McGregor, I mean, he didn't look like he used to look, but I think it's been a wild over-exaggeration of people acted like he was 100% like going to get knocked out. Like, he might have, absolutely, but, like, the people act like the way he fought that fight was like, oh, dude, he's so washed up. But it's like, I mean, he broke his ankle. It's not like he got I would have rather seen him get KO'd, have a little closure, know, like, oh, he's not the same anymore. Like, he's done. But, like, I think it's just been a wild over-exaggeration of his downfall in terms of, like, the dude broke his ankle. Like, people are acting like he was getting, like, destroyed the whole fight. Like, yeah, he probably got, realistically, 10-9, maybe a 10-8. He had 2 10-8s. But, like, there was 4 more rounds in that fight. Who knows what would have happened? You know what I mean? Like, if he didn't break his ankle, he could have
He
won.
also
Like,
was
who
going
knows?
like this from the ground.
Yeah.
And his
he
trainers,
had 4
like,
cleans
if
like
he,
this.
If he makes it out this round, his trainers are on his ass. Like, why'd you go for a guillotine? They're
Exactly.
Like, we're gonna stand up with
Exactly.
him. He probably makes some adjustments.
Exactly. So I just think it's been a wild over-exaggeration of his downfall after Saturday's fight. If he would have gotten KO'd, yeah, I get it.
Right.
He's probably done.
I'll say
but
this,
the dude
too.
broke his ankle. Like, you can't. What is he supposed to not break his ankle?
Right.
Like, he doesn't have control over that.
I'll say this too. I'll say this first and then one more thing. How he said that he doesn't have control of that. There was some dude in the Slack for Vendetta's, like in the random chat for Vendetta, and he actually said, he goes, hear me out. McGregor was losing that fight and then he knew he was going to lose, so he broke the ankle on purpose.
Yeah.
I was staying quiet for the whole thing because I don't really talk that much in the chat or
Top-
anything.
top-
and I literally replied to him and I'm just like, I was sitting quiet, bro,
Come
but
on,
laughed my ass
brother.
off, bro.
Easily-
You're a fucking
Come on,
moron.
brother.
You're a
Easily-
fucking moron.
That is
Are you kidding
easily,
me?
without a doubt, a top 3 worst take of all time, and it's not 3 or 2.
Literally
That is so
unfucking
dumb.
believable. So, and he's from Connecticut. So we were texting about this in
That's
our
your
group
boy.
chat, and Christian was
That's
like,
your
"Bro,
boy."
don't associate me with that fucking moron." Like, what a joke. Like, how can you say that and like be okay with saying, "Yeah, he was losing the fight, so he decided to break that leg on purpose"? Okay, bro. Okay. Last thing, Sam and Garrett at Vendetta for the UFC guys were 7-2 on the main card. 7-2 on the main card.
Nice.
He had the loss was Wonder Boy.
I
He
had
it by
Wonder
decision,
Boy
right?
split decision. That was the only loss on the main card.
And there was a very good chance that would have happened.
I thought at the beginning of the fight it could happen, but
And then what was the other loss? Do you remember?
what was Garrett's? I don't remember what Garrett's was.
You had Hardy losing, right?
Yeah, I had Tai Tuivasa destroying Hardy, and then I had Dustin winning in the 3rd round, which obviously he didn't win the 3rd round, but he still won.
The win counts, right?
The win counts. Sean O'Malley, obviously.
Obviously.
And, I picked. I forget the woman. It was Irene Aldana. I don't remember the other girl, but
think you
Aldana won by
No,
knockout.
yeah, you got that
I
one
think
right,
I had her by
I remember.
submission, but she won by knockout.
But yeah, 7-2, so that's good stuff there. That's some great stuff there. Sam is our UFC guy, obviously one of our closest friends. And he was with us as partners here on Vendetta. So to have him there making some great takes, writing those UFC articles is great to have him here. And obviously to be here talking about that stuff too. So we are going to head to the NBA Finals, and then we're going to do some Team USA stuff. So let's go. Oh, I do want to say this before we get there. We are, and I told you I was going to do 1 to 2 minutes on this. So
Oh my God, we're hitting the over 2.5.
nope, relax. This is not tea party.
I was about to
This is
say,
not
is this
tea
a tea
party. It's not
party
tea party. The podcast is the main thing that goes on the YouTube channel, but we are building a fucking channel. That's what I want to come out and say first. We are building a channel, but the main nucleus of the whole thing is the podcast. We are going to be tea parties obviously on there as well. Podcast is main. We got tea party as well, and we're looking to start doing some vlogging here and there because listen, our titles. Yeah, we're podcasters. Yeah, we make videos and stuff like that.
Content creators, bro.
Content creators. So if there's a moment in time where, we're going to this big bar scene or whatever, we're gonna go bring the camera and make a vlog and make a video like that. There's content always out there. So if there's anything that we can put out for you guys that we think is gonna be good content, we're gonna do it.
Just make
If you guys
sure
hate it,
don't catch me slipping on cam, man. My mom watches this. I got some good lady friends that watch. Just don't get me slipping on cam. That's all I gotta say.
but that's what I want to say. We are gonna be vlogging, and if you guys see that and you guys are like confused at like what's going on with. Why is there vlogs on here? Why is there you guys at a party scene? Why is there you guys doing this or that? I thought you guys were doing the podcast. The podcast is the main thing, but we're content creators. So if there's something out there, we're going to find it and we're going to shoot it. That's it. I told you, I want to mention that a little bit.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want people to feel weird about that. And I know you were saying that when I posted the graduation video. Oh, that's way different. That's another type of vlog, like just random stuff. No, because you were saying.
We can pull the text up. Whoa.
Yo, Manny's got receipts, bro. Manny's got receipts, my man.
No.
Tyler, I'm gonna send you receipts, Tyler, because this is what I sent you text.
No.
I said, yeah, bro, that's a great idea. I had some ideas for you too in that, but that's exactly what I said.
No,
Quote.
you did. But I'm saying is,
motherfuckers trying to paint me as the bad guy in the God
no,
damn.
shut the fuck up. Do you remember?
I didn't even get to talk about my NBA yet. Shit.
Remember when I said last week at the end of it when there was like those dislikes, there was one dislike. I was like, we finally got a dislike, and I was like, it was on the grad video, and you like gave me this look because it was like, it is different. It is different. So that's why
100%.
that is one of the main reasons.
There was some fucker that, oh my god, it's graduation, dislike.
But that's why I wanted
watch
to.
Pat McAfee now. Like,
Yeah, like if you didn't like the grad video, that's fine.
Go
But
watch Pat.
The reason why I wanted to say that is because like I don't want you guys to think that like, oh, we're just ditching the podcast. We're gonna go out there and be YouTubers and go film all these random shit. Like we're just going out there vlogging, like doing what we do. Like cameras on our faces don't change how we fucking act.
Fact.
And I think it would be fucking hilarious if we're just out there at a bar with like there's 6 bars at this place that we were talking about going to, and just filming there. I mean,
Tonight maybe.
we also have some things planned for tonight.
Because listen,
Can we say what
I'm
we're doing or
gonna say it
no?
on pod. I'm gonna say it on the pod. If I can't get into parks,
Why don't you say what we're doing first?
All right, well tonight, man. Shout out El Capitan, my fucking dog, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
really fuck with
Pop
you.
the tire, pop the app.
Actually, I'll fuck with you, but yo, I hit you up to play Fortnite, bro. You ain't hit me back. I know you fuck with Warzone, but you could have been like, nah. I mean,
Clip it.
It's cool though. It's cool though. I will see you tonight. We can rap about it. But nah, we're gonna go to Parks Casino, catch the game tonight with El Capitan. Might pull up, might not, but me and Alex will be out there. We'll go live in the car. You mean nice little day?
Yeah, it's a 40-minute drive for us.
Different kind of content for y'all, man.
And I think,
like he said, we're content creators.
Yep.
We're just trying to show y'all what we really do in real life. Because y'all might be like, dude, who are these fucking nerds, box score readers that just don't watch games and hop on the pod so they can do it? Like, no. Me and Alex are really best friends. We really chill. We really watch these games. And we're just trying to show y'all, man. That's all. And El Capitan gonna pull up too, man.
The cool thing about it,
the party's where we at. That's all I'm gonna say. The party's where we at, baby.
especially with these high noons.
Facts.
Bang bang. Sponsor. But the other thing too is like, and I said this before when the guests come on, seeing these guys in person too is also good for us and good for you guys that are following us and watching what's going on and watching us how we have grown so much in these 6-7 months so far, if it even has been 6-7 months.
It's been like 5, bro.
Whatever. We're
Time flies when you're having fun.
hell yeah, bro. But we're showing you that we're seeing these people. They're coming on to talk with us, and then we can go meet them, and it shows you that it's not like a, hey, thanks for coming on, see you later. We're still meeting you. We're still talking to you. And I've said that multiple times.
To say about that
but I'm
too.
not kidding.
I don't want any guest to be like that.
No, not at all.
Like, not even like, because the way we talked about this before we had any guests on. I did say this, bro. I want it to be like we have connections with these people. They want to keep coming on. Like, they would genuinely fuck with us. They genuinely want to hang out. And that's the kind of shit we're trying to get into. So it's not like, I don't want to be like, yo, I hate having to hit up people and think like, yo, they might think in their heads like, these guys want me to hop on for 15 minutes, never talk to me again, never interact with my post, never, like, no. We're not trying. We're trying to literally, like, imagine like we're at a bar. Dude, that dude over there is cool as shit. Like, let's go talk to him for 15 minutes. Like, same type of vibes. Like, he might be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of the angle we're coming from.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's all it is. So do some content. And again, like Manny said, it's content. There's content. There's always content to be made, and we're gonna be there to have the cameras and start shooting. Okay, NBA Finals. Then we'll do quick on Team USA. I don't have much to say on that. So Game 4 is tonight. We're gonna go watch that, like Manny said, at Parks Casino.
I'm so hyped for this Game 4, bro. I'm so hyped for the Game 4 just for the sole fact that there's a lot of different variants going on here. First of all, Giannis had back-to-back 40-point games. I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but he's in his fucking bag. The main thing I want to see though, Devin Booker shot like 3 for 15 last game. Monty pulled him in the third quarter, didn't let him go back in. Devin Booker sat on the bench like this with the most sour look on his face, and I just think he's waiting. I think Devin Booker, I don't know, El Cap. I don't know what you got tonight, but I think it might be some Devin Booker props. I like Devin Booker 30, 35
Bro, if
plus.
this comes out,
I like Devin
we are
Booker
talking
4
about
threes.
that later. If his picks come out tonight and Devin Booker and any Devin Booker players on there,
I might get dirty with it.
The thing I want to ask, I'll ask this to you, Sam. If they lose this game and they lose Game 4
Who's that?
in Milwaukee,
Who?
the Bucks.
Well, if they lose this game, the series is
over,
over.
right? There's no way.
No way.
They go
Dude,
back to Phoenix though.
No.
It's over.
If you're gonna come back from 3-1 down,
When you go back to Phoenix after this game,
I'll say this.
Game 5's in Phoenix.
you got to win 2 games. If you're gonna win the final, think about it. LeBron did it. The Cavs did it in 2016. If you
LeBron
go
did it.
down 3-1, yeah, LeBron did it. If you go down 3-1, you have to win 2 road games and win a home game. You have to win twice on the road in Phoenix, full capacity, 25,000 fans.
But
You can't do that.
the thing is, though, the reason why I don't hate it if they go down 3-1 is like we just have to steal this first one in Phoenix because the split goes 2 home games, 1-1.
Yep.
So we have to just steal this game in Phoenix. You steal the game in Phoenix, we go home, game 6. We're fully confident we can win a game 6 in our crib.
Yeah.
Then it just becomes game 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And to be honest, like when you think about game 7s, like honestly, like home court obviously matters, but like, dude, like guys get up so much for game 7s that it's like
It doesn't
Giannis.
matter.
If it was a game 7, like Giannis and Chris Middleton would both go off.
Facts.
CP3 would go off. D Book
If
would
there's
go
a
off.
game
Like,
7, I'm betting Giannis for 30 and Middleton for 30. Easy.
bro, that's the thing though. Like if Giannis is gonna have 40. I'm going to need Middleton to get me 30, 35 for them to win. Because, like, Devin Booker played like
Also,
ass last game.
Something that's scary for the Suns is like Chris and Drew haven't been going.
No, it's been
Drew-
Giannis, really.
Drew's been shooting like dog shit. Chris has been doing.
Chris had a good game 1. Game 2 was
he's been
ass.
okay, but he hasn't got going yet.
Yeah.
If they both get going, watch
It
out.
could be scary. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
I think everyone in the nation's like, obviously all the Suns in for it.
Yeah.
But everyone thinks the Suns gonna run away with this, and I think the Bucks. I don't like the Bucks. I fucking hate them. But they have the capacity to steal this series. I really think they do. They can honestly. I gotta win this tonight.
I think if they win tonight, I'll take them to win it
I
all.
got them, and it's giving me Net series vibes.
Yeah.
Went down 2-0, came back
Yeah.
on 2 in a row, and
Yeah.
it's a series. Now it's on. You know what I mean? Only this. It's just the adjustments. Budenholzer scares me because in game 1 they had the camera in the locker room. He goes, "All right, guys, play fast, play random."
Play random.
What the
Come
fuck
on,
is
dude.
play random, bro?
Yeah, what?
You're in the NBA Finals.
what?
What the hell is play random, Budo? Like I don't. It might be working, but what the fuck is that? Like I don't know. I don't like the Bucks. They get it done. I'm getting more respect from Giannis. I'll say that, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
Christian, if there's a if you had to put a pick in right now, before game 4, Suns or Bucks win the finals, what are you picking right now? One
Dude, I'm
team.
sticking with the Suns. I'm
Okay.
sticking with the Suns. I'm sticking with the Suns. I have to.
Yeah,
I have to. It wouldn't be bad seeing Giannis win a ring,
Oh yeah, totally.
but
Who you
no,
got?
Suns, 100%. Sticking with it.
I said, remember when we did the Eastern Conference final or the conference final predictions, and I was like, no way the Suns lose to the Clippers. Like Suns. I'm Team Suns or whatever. I like, to be honest, and this is nothing against Chris Paul, but I kind of want to see Giannis get a ring. The dude's been loyal to this fucking team. He's gone through being awful with that team in the playoffs, and a lot of that is on him as well. But to see him come out and kind of just defy all odds of actually
him and
making it
his-
here.
Him and his brother on the same team.
Yeah,
now.
I think it's just
him and his brother
fate
used
is
to share
against
his
them.
pop shoes back in the day to play
Yeah.
ball. Like
So I am rooting
was
for Giannis in
hustling.
this
He was
series.
selling DVDs and newspapers to even get money to play in leagues. Like
Yeah.
seeing Giannis win would be nice.
But nothing against Chris Paul. I mean, if he finally
for me,
like,
it is
tough.
against Chris Paul. I want Giannis to win. I do not want Chris Paul to win
why
a
are
ring.
you a Chris
You
Paul
don't, like,
hater?
you don't like Chris Paul, man?
I'll say it on this podcast. Chris Paul, even if he wins a ring this year, actually, if he wins a ring this year, sure. But if he doesn't win a ring this year, he's not a top 5 point guard ever. And people who say are wrong. So if you have him top 5, that means you have him better than one of these 5 players: Oscar Robertson, Steph Curry, Magic Johnson, Steve Nash, John Stockton. John Stockton
He's
was
over
the
Steve.
best point
He's over
guard.
Steve Nash.
Really?
He's over Steve Nash.
All right, Steve Nash.
Steve Nash got back-to-back MVPs, and he didn't average.
He didn't deserve one of them.
Go ahead, Sam.
He didn't average
no,
Fuck him up, Sam.
No.
Get
I'm
him,
not.
Sam.
No. He, the first, I don't remember it was the first one or
Steve
second one, but
Nash.
he stole it from Kobe. The second
Steve
one was
Nash.
stolen from Kobe. Steve Nash is better. Steve Nash is better than Chris Paul as point guard. Better.
How
50, 40, 90 club, like 5 seasons.
Yeah. I need you to pull up Basketball Reference right now. How many quality years has Steve Nash had compared to Chris Paul? How many playoff
but the thing-
runs?
no, but-
how many quality years?
But here's the thing.
Chris
This is
Paul-
what I hate. This is what I hate about when people talk basketball. Rings only matter when it helps their argument. For example, I've had this debate so many times. Who has been better throughout their career as an overall player, Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul? Russell Westbrook's numbers are better than Chris Paul's if you look at it. I mean, defense, no. But then everyone's like, oh, Chris Paul's a winner. Like, how? He's made it. This is the first year he's made it past the second round. Or no, he made the Western Conference Finals with the Rockets.
Well, and they would have won that series if he doesn't get hurt.
Yo, absolutely, I agree. But
And you had to add in longevity with it. Steve Nash's longevity had zero.
yeah,
Zero longevity.
I don't know about zero longevity. Well, he didn't have as much longevity as Chris
after
Paul.
the Suns, it was
but
raps.
but then also when
Chris
you
Paul has gone to 5 teams and brought all 5 of those teams to the playoffs.
Yeah, but like
Every
what?
single
But
one of
what
them.
is he like? He other than the Rockets, he made the West. This is the
And
second time he's
I'll say-
been past the second round
I'll
in his
say
career,
this.
though.
He's been on 3 teams that have championship aspirations, real championship
Yeah.
potential. One of those teams he made the Western Conference Finals, Game 7. Other team he's in the finals. The only team that he really choked with was with the Clippers.
Yeah. Well, the Clippers. That
Honestly,
wasn't his fault with the Clippers.
He brought the
When he
fucking
was on the
Hornets-
Clippers,
he
that
brought the
dude was
fucking Hornets to the
a
second-
beast.
Now
On the
listen to this.
Clippers, beast.
So you think Steve Nash is bringing that Hornets team to the second round by himself? That OKC team to the second round by himself? Let's be honest.
Oh, not the OKC
Let's
team.
be
No,
honest here.
definitely not the OKC
Steve Nash
team.
is-
That OKC team was, well, no, that's not true. Shy's a baller. Shy's a beast.
He was
But that,
snapping.
yeah, I mean, last year with that OKC team, I'm sure of a lot of it was like Steve Nash, or not Steve Nash, Chris Paul's leadership and all that. This year with the Suns, I think the Suns were just one player away.
Nah,
No matter
they
who,
were.
even if it wasn't
That
Chris
was-
Paul, they
that
were
was
one
my-
guy away.
My argument with the Suns, we had it on a pod too. I was like, bro, they went 8-0 in the bubble without him.
Yeah.
They were going to be all right.
They were
but he
gonna be
was-
good.
He was the piece they needed. But as far as the Steve Nash and CP3 debate, Steve Nash was great for his stint, but you got to reward longevity. Not even rings, nothing like that. You got to reward longevity.
I'm
Chris
also-
Paul's been doing this for 10+ years straight.
I'm also biased because I'm a huge Russell Westbrook fan and dislike Chris Paul solely because people think he's
Well, I
better than
remember
Russell Westbrook.
we had-
So yes, I'm sure Chris Paul actually is a top 5 point guard ever. I just am not a fan of Chris Paul, so
Well,
that's why I don't have
we
him in
had
my
an
top
MVP
5.
debate on here with a former producer that worked with us.
Don't get me started on this. Bro.
Relax.
Please.
No. And then I'm bringing that up there. And then there was also another MVP debate because when Sam was applying to Vendetta.
I'm like itching over here,
No,
bro.
relax,
I gotta
relax.
Yeah, I got to get
Relax.
this off my. I know what you're gonna say.
So when Sam was applying for Vendetta, Trey was asking for him in the interview, like, if you read any of the articles. And he was like, I read your article where you said Chris Paul was MVP. And I'm just going to be straight up with you. He's fucking not.
Right.
Not.
No, he.
So Sam was like, bro,
he
you're a
wasn't
fucking moron.
like the fact that like when you look at Chris Paul,
He's not
like,
even the MVP of
he's
his
great.
team.
Exactly.
He's not.
Think about it, because like if you look at the series, I don't remember what series it was. It might have been. It was either against the Lakers or it was against who they play in the second round. The Suns.
The Nuggets.
It might have been against. It was the Nuggets or the Lakers. But the dude averaged like under 10 points and under 10 assists, and they like still won the series. So it's like Chris Paul is great, but I think of a lot of his is intangibles, like leadership, like helping D-Book develop as a player.
The veteran
Because
guy
like
in the
when
locker
if
room.
D-Book doesn't play well,
Yep.
like look at him last game. D-Book didn't play well, and they got waxed.
Right.
Like D-Book is the most. He has to play well for them to win.
100%.
Chris Paul doesn't necessarily have to put up huge numbers for them to win, but D-Book absolutely has to.
It's just, and the thing about the NBA that sickens me sometimes is all about narratives and stories and all this fucking bullshit. Because if narratives and stories weren't a thing, Russell Westbrook and Harden would have 2 MVPs
Yep.
apiece. That's another story for another day. But I think people are just like, I love CP, and CP is kind of a fan favorite. Obviously, he has his haters, but he's a fan favorite across the league because he's a good guy. Obviously, the Players Association president, all this shit. People love Chris Paul. So everyone wants to see him win now. And I think there's just like there's just a bias going towards him that it's like we need to get him something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get that vibe. It's like, why are we so quick to just try to like, it's almost, we're not handing a participation trophy, but it's just like, just for being here, for being a
Yeah.
good guy for 12 years
Yeah.
and being a really good player, we're going to give
Yeah.
you something for not getting the job done. He hasn't been the MVP of his team, bro. He hasn't at all. He missed, I remember the one game, it was the Lakers series, and the one game Chris Paul missed, they lost, and everyone was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then there was another game that, what was the game? Did Devin Booker miss a game or did he get hurt? I think he got hurt. He came out and they lost. You didn't hear anything about it.
Yeah.
Heard nothing about it. So I think there's an obvious agenda around Chris Paul right now, and I had some hater energy for Chris. I love Chris, but
I'm talking in terms
not
of somebody I'm rooting for to win. And maybe this is shitty to say because Chris Paul's had a very long career and he kind of deserves his finals. I don't know. I think Giannis is just these past couple seasons where, MVP seasons and your team just chokes in the playoffs. And he tweeted back, and I don't remember the exact date, but he tweeted the lyrics to Kendrick Lamar when he was like, I got loyalty inside my DNA. And I think that was back in 2016, and now it's 5 years later, and you're in the finals because he wasn't leaving. He easily could have been an MVP on another team, and they would have paid him a lot. But I'm sticking with him, and I went through all this. I defied the odds and the adversity to stick here and play with this team, and now I'm at a chance to win. If they win Game 4, the Bucks will win the series.
I think
If they tie this up right now, it's over.
I think the Suns are going to win it. I think the Suns will win the finals. I honestly couldn't tell you who I think is going to win tonight. I think the Suns will probably win the finals. But that being said, if Chris Middleton and Giannis can both go off in the same game, they'll win the final.
I think Drew Holiday is the X factor.
Hey, ready? Hold on a second, Christian. Write this down. We're gonna do our MVP predictions.
For Finals MVP,
Finals MVP.
it's gonna be Chris Paul. If the Suns win, there's no chance it's not Chris Paul. He was just talking about it. There's an agenda around Chris Paul. If he wins a chip, there's no chance he doesn't win Finals
Chris
MVP.
Paul.
I guarantee it.
It's Chris Paul.
If the Bucks win, it'll be Giannis. It's kind of the same thing with
Chris Paul or
Giannis.
Giannis.
It's the
Okay.
same thing with Giannis, kind of. There's not as much of an agenda around Giannis, but there still kind of is.
Unless we see Booker go off.
Booker's need to have he needs to have 40, 40, 30.
If this series goes to 7 and you see Booker, like you said, have 30, 40,
Yeah.
he'll win it.
He'll
But
win it.
Besides that, it's Chris.
I think so. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say, like, if you're in last series for the Bucks, obviously Giannis was out, but that was Chris Middleton's series.
Right.
That was MVP.
Chris
there.
Middleton without Giannis is
But I think,
like what Scottie Pippen was when Michael Jordan didn't play. Legitimately, he was that. He was.
they
insane.
had the tandem though. Both of them were like, there was games in these playoffs before, where both Giannis and Middleton both had 30 apiece,
Facts.
30 a pop.
Yeah.
So
They got to figure it out so that they can both. They both need to go off.
the
if they
reason
wanna win
Giannis
the
is ahead here in this MVP if the Bucks win is because he just had back-to-back 40-point games. Do I think he gets 40 again tonight? No chance. No chance.
No, he doesn't get 40.
I bet on 30.
I don't think
I
he'll
bet
get
on
40
30.
'cause I don't think he's going to shoot free throws as well as he did last game, but I think he's going to get 30.
I'm betting on 30.
I think he'll get 30 and
I
15.
wonder what the
probably.
fucking Christian. Can you tell me what the odds are on Giannis to get 30 right now? I want to see what that is because I would fucking hammer that.
Well, his over/under is probably
I'm betting
whatever he's averaging on the
because
year. So
you know how
29.
on FanDuel it says like to get 20, to get 25, to get 30, to get 35, to get 40, or like plus. I would want to know if what if it's like plus 400
For 30 plus?
for 30
no
for 30
way.
points.
Would you
No
take
way.
it?
It's probably more than that. Yeah, I'm fucking taking
No,
that. What do
no,
you
it's
mean?
less than that. He's going to
You
get
think
30.
so?
Think about it. Well, he scored 30 in what? 2 of the 3 games, and he's got
He's got 40
back-to-back
and
40
2.
bombs.
But I'm not betting on 40 again. Like I can't.
I'll say this. Monty Williams is a really good coach, and they made adjustments on Giannis. They had that wall defense.
Yeah.
They did foul him a lot. He got to the line 17 times. He made 13 of them. That's not happening again.
Fuck.
Monty Williams is a very good coach. There's no way he's letting him get. If he gets 30, 35, it will be his hardest 35 of his career.
Easily.
By far.
Easily.
I think in that the mantra in the locker room right now is like, listen, Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday need to beat us. Giannis is going to be here, but I need Chris and Drew to beat us. If Giannis gets 40, 30, it's going to be the hardest 30 he's ever gotten. I'm going to keep it like that. It's going to be the same way. How you seen, and Bron's different. This is why Bron's the GOAT. But when Bron and
Again,
Kyrie
we're Team LeBron fans, all three of us.
Game 5 to Game 7, 2016, when Bron and Kyrie were going off for 40, 40, 40. Game 7, Bron had to hit some of the toughest shots of his career. It's gonna have to be like that for Giannis.
Yeah.
Do I think Giannis has that bag? He's hit a couple turnaround fades I've seen, a couple jumpers, which I'm kind of surprised with. But I don't think he has that bad. To
Yeah,
get
that's the
35
problem.
for the league.
Giannis with the jump shot is. You're
Unguardable.
looking at the greatest player ever if Giannis
Unguardable.
has a consistent jump shot.
Unguardable.
The reason that you can guard him now is because if you keep him out of the paint, he shoots like 30%. So you can live with him taking a 27-foot 3 to
Absolutely.
beat you, but you're not going to let him get inside.
Absolutely.
All right, so let me read this. Thank you for this, Christian. So the over/under for Giannis tonight is 33.5. Fuck. And it's over 33.5 is minus 125 and under is minus 105.
Yeah, Christian really
Fuck.
good. Yeah.
So I really have to fucking thank you, Christian. So I really have to fucking.
I'd take the.
I have to go with 40 then.
Christian, what you got?
There's the money. The money's at 40 then.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
agree.
there's no
I agree.
point in betting that.
Y'all all taking over?
The
No,
king-
I'm
the
taking.
king
I'm going to
Alex
take
will
him to
go
get
over.
40 because over 33.5 is fucked.
That's a
If-
trap. That's the trap line if
Yeah,
I've
that
ever
is a
seen.
trap.
I know, but fuck it, dude.
That's
Fuck
a
it.
trap line if I've ever seen it. And
Yeah.
that's why people like you lose money.
No,
That's why
bro.
we do this competition. I'm going to fucking bust your ass.
Why don't you?
Oh,
before we-
shit. No.
You don't want to say it now?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
I like to keep things behind closed doors, baby. You know.
Okay. We'll make another announcement. We have something else coming out soon. Always working behind the scenes, fellas. But anyway, we're gonna go to Team USA. We're not gonna spend too much time on this. The Olympics is in 8 fucking days. I'm so fucking
Holy
excited.
shit. Like,
They are in there's no
No
fans.
fans.
Which is kind of sad because you know how electric it gets in there. I'm excited to see the swimmers. I'm excited to see Katie Ledecky just win by fucking
Beast.
a margin that it's not even comparable or
Yeah.
even
no
able to
one's ever
talk
done it.
about. I'm excited to see the rugby. I'm excited to see, the
Golf this year.
basketball. I'm excited to
Golf's
see the golf. But the other thing is too, and I had this conversation with a couple friends, and they asked, if you were going to these events, if you were at the Olympics right now, what were the main events? If you had to choose between, main events, gold medals, whatever, between these different things, And they put golf
Like
in this
I have to
category.
pick to go to one of them
Because a lot of them are going on at the same time, so you got to pick and choose.
Yeah.
So the thing that I would say to that is when golf was in there, I was like, listen, I wouldn't pick golf simply because you're seeing most of those guys on a Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at a regular tournament. You also can go to some of those events and see those same guys at a Travelers Championship if you're lucky enough to go to the Masters, anything like that, right? But why would I not want to go see swimming or Team USA win a gold medal in basketball? And I guess you can say the same fucking argument for the golf shit you can go see an NBA and see these same guys. But the difference for the golf argument versus the NBA argument is you basically have a super team with Team USA.
Oh, yeah.
And how I'll transition this over is this super team is not a super team. It's not a super team.
It is.
Tell me why.
I'll give you.
Tell me why.
Hold on. Before because the question about your events thing. First of all, I understand if you're a super fan of golf or basketball, whatever. But if you go to the Olympics and there's multiple events going on, and there's the fastest athletes in the world running around that track,
you want to go see them.
Go to that stadium.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to see that again for 4 years.
Oh yeah.
But on Team USA.
Bounce back win yesterday. I will say bounce back win yesterday.
I'll say this. Adam Silver, this is your fault. I'll say this is Adam Silver's fault for one reason only. Obviously, you can say they don't
He knows
have,
where he's going.
I know where
they
you're going.
don't have the leaders like LeBron and Kobe and RP like on their team right now, but they do have leaders. KD's a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. I mean, Dame's a leader. They're all leaders of their team, so they have leaders. So I had to take that argument away. It's the fouls that these guys get away with. They're not even playing offense. It's just straight ISO ball, and their whole thing is, okay, if I get the ISO, I'm gonna be able to make this shot. If I can't get a shot off, I can draw a foul. They're not calling those fouls for you. So everyone's game is just like, what the fuck? You saw Kevin Love jump into a guy for a three, and the refs really laughing at him, like, what are you doing? Like, we don't do this in FIBA. And I think that whole agenda, not even agenda, that rule set in the NBA is fucking us up overseas because these guys play hard nosed. They expect to get hit. They expect to make it when they get hit. Yeah. We don't. We expect to get hit and hear a whistle, and it's fucking up our whole flow, our whole offense. And I think they'll be able to adjust. Because Greg Popovich is gonna get.
Do you like it that way? Do you like it how they're calling it this way, or how they're calling it in the NBA?
No. It should be. I think not all FIBA rules because that
goaltending rule's dumb. That's so dumb.
But the way they call fouls in FIBA, I think it should be worldwide. Like that's how you play ball in the park.
Yeah.
Pee wee, high school, college, even college. It's the only thing that's different is the NBA.
Yeah.
And we're getting exposed. We're literally getting exposed right now in the world.
Exposed.
This team is on paper looks really good. I mean, it's exciting to watch.
They're gonna win the gold medals.
I'm scared.
It's exciting to watch guys like Bradley Beal and Dame and Durant and Draymond. All these guys love all these guys on the same team all at once. And you talk about watching a super team. That's why I had that argument. But how are they losing to a Joe Ingles Australian team?
You mean Matisse Thybulle?
That Australia team's really good though.
That Australia team's really good. Patty Mills on Australia is he was legend, bro.
Patty Mills was taking turns with KD.
He's a legend.
He was taking turns with KD. He was walking KD down. And take him to the rack.
He's a beast.
I don't know, man. We should take the gold, but there's comp there, bro. I don't even think
Australia's good. Argentina usually always has a good team. Spain has a good team always.
We're lucky. I don't think Canada qualified.
I don't think they did.
We're lucky Canada qualified because they're the second best team in the world. I don't know how they didn't qualify.
Oh, it's because
on paper they're the second best.
Someone hit like Andrew Wiggins hit like a go ahead shot, and then someone else. They play in the NBA. I don't remember who it was, but they hit a game winner to knock Canada out of qualifying. Also, which helps us because Canada has the second best basketball team in the world behind us.
Also, I don't know if this helps, but there's a couple guys that are on that made the roster that couldn't go or didn't want to go. The first name that popped in my head is Chris Middleton. Right. He obviously can't be there because he's in the finals. Mm-hmm. But there's definitely maybe 3 to 4 other guys that are.
Devin Booker would be on this team if he wasn't in the final. Drew, Chris Paul.
So this team could be fucking absolutely.
Well,
out of this world.
So I guess if
I'm not saying those guys on the floor or not.
I guess people players on the Suns and Bucks can't join the team after the finals, right? Olympics will already have started. They'd have to quarantine and everything, probably, right? They just missed too many games.
They would have already had to be. I mean, they're already over there. So
no, they're not. No, they're playing exhibitions over here. I don't know when they leave.
I know. Well, because
they might have left actually yesterday after the game.
There are other athletes that are there already.
Oh yeah. Some USA athletes are like probably some of the.
I think the swimmers are there.
The swimmers might be there. I'm assuming. The golfers will go like the second the British Open's over.
Yeah.
Also, something with the Team USA thing too. Like, aside from the foul calls, and obviously I touched on the leadership, but like, I don't think they play with anywhere near as much pride as past teams did. Like that Redeem team. Although they were by far the best team, like they played with so much. They took that shit personally.
Yep.
Like these guys, I think they're kind of out here like, all right, I'm gonna play for Team USA. I'm gonna have my ISOs. I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna get some flicks for the gram. Like I don't think they really take that shit personal, bro. And that, I mean, I'm not gonna say it be like a boomer like that fucking makes me mad and it bothers me, but it kind of does, dude. Like I mean, you get a chance to play for your country on the world stage, like. Obviously, we know we should walk in there and blow everybody out, but you still gotta take that shit serious. Like, Australia, they take that shit serious. Argentina takes that shit to heart. Spain takes that shit to heart. Like they really want to win those fucking games. They'll get on the floor. They're in the like they're diving in the stands. All that shit. I don't think we have that same hunger that the other teams have.
And I think
that might hurt us.
Also, go ahead.
Going off that, I think too, like those teams like Spain, Argentina, all the European teams, they play under FIBA rules. All those guys, like their best player sometimes is an NBA player, but then their role players and like their backup guys are FIBA players. They play with the FIBA rules, so they're not like used to just getting a foul for like jumping into a guy. Like they know how to play the game.
Can we say
under
this
FIBA
though?
rules.
I mean, how about the fact that none of these fucking players on the USA roster have not gotten a fucking break? Right. No rest.
Yeah, that's
no
the other
rest.
thing too with the seasons.
Zero.
Right.
And we talked about the injuries 2 weeks ago.
Facts.
Zero rest again. So these guys are absolute warriors. A lot of these fucking guys that are on that team could literally have said, I'm done. I'm fucking resting for next season. Fuck that.
That's why I'm confused.
So a lot of credit to the players that actually went and are on the floor right now. 100%.
Is that why you feel like you see like low energy basketball out there? A lot
I mean,
of ISOs,
I don't know if I'm saying that, but that has to spark the argument.
Watch a USA game back. There's literally no continuity on offense, no ball movement. It's just lazy basketball. Both ends of the ball.
It's like just it's literally.
Do you think that's the reason why?
I don't know if it's the.
They played a lot of basketball with no rest in the last 2 years.
Right, but I'm saying I don't know if it's if it's the most 100% reason, but it can't not be one of the factors, or you can't not spark that argument because we talked about it. These injuries in the finals, who like. I'm not saying that, but somebody could get hurt out there too. I mean,
I think we'll see him turn it around because maybe they didn't even peep it, but like when they lost those 2 games, they made like because everyone lost on social media. They probably saw how much people actually really fucking cared
about USA basketball.
Like they're like, oh, okay, we're taking this shit for granted. Like, I think they might come out with a fire under their ass.
I think so.
I'm really intrigued though. Like I've never really. So like I'm gonna be honest, even with the Redeem team, I watched every game because that team was just sick.
Ridiculous.
Team play. But even like before, I would watch the games, but not as closely. Like the early games, like now I'm gonna really watch this first couple games of the Olympics just to see like what are they coming out like? Because I'm concerned. Like I'm really actually concerned. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna win.
I am super excited. Did you mute yourself?
No.
Did you?
Hello.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck I haven't heard it click.
On 12, bro.
On 12. I'm on 12. Dude, we were getting spicy before we started. I'm gonna start to wrap this whole thing up, but we were getting spicy before we started just because. And I hate saying it every time.
Oh, should I explain hot takes before we dip?
Yeah, you do that. I'll close it out, and then we'll say our things.
All right, so we got a new segment on the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Hot Takes.
Clip it,
please. But it's super simple. Posting on Twitter and Instagram every Tuesday before the show. Get your hot takes in. We'll talk about them on the show. It's so straightforward. There's nothing much I really have to explain. But it's simple as that. Every Tuesday, the poll's going to go out. Send your questions in. Send your hot takes. We'll respond to them on the show. Feels like you guys are part. Like it feels like it's y'all show. I say that. This is like the third time I've said this. This is literally your guys' show. Whatever you guys want us to talk about, anything like that, we'll talk about it. So this is giving y'all more of a chance. Send your hot takes in. Send your predictions. We'll talk about them on the show. Send your bets. We'll talk about whatever. But just send your shit in. Get involved with the show. And we'll keep this shit pushing from here. Like I say, we move.
Yes, sir. We move. And we were playing golf on Saturday. I took him to Springhaven for the first time, and like he would have a bad shot or something, or we both had bad shots, and he was like, "You know what, Alex? We put the clubs in a bag," and he was like, "You know what, Alex? We're getting ready to get in the cart.
We move."
He's like, "We move." So it was fun though. But like I said, I talked to Manny the other day about it, and how we're doing Tea Part and everything like that. And this goes back to the vlogging stuff too. When I'm playing golf now, I start to feel like weird that there's no camera because I'm missing out on an opportunity to create content or shoot some things, right? But it is nice to go out there and just relax and not have the stress. Fact. But when we fucking, forever who's watching, guys, like just hit us up in the DMs if you want to come and hold the camera for us while we play. Hit us up.
Definitely looking for a cameraman.
We're definitely looking for a cameraman. We'll pay you whatever you want. Like, so just think about that. If you guys are listening to this,
it's a check for you. I got me a check.
We'll clip this as well. We'll clip this. Yeah, we'll clip this as well. I'll say this. I'll say this again. We're looking for a cameraman for Tea Party. I have the camera for you. All you got to do is come and hold it. It makes it.
I got a check for you, baby.
The job is much easier for us to actually not have to worry about filming and stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, just hit us up on the DMs.
To get paid to chill with the gang.
Yeah. We're out there playing golf.
There's no
All you guys gotta do is hold the
that.
camera. So let us know. We're gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff with Sam as he heads back down to Auburn. We have some stuff in store with that. We have some stuff in store with Manny as he's thinking about some other things to do on I don't know how to word it without saying too much. Just other ideas on top of the hot takes. You know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's more ideas that we.
Don't expose me now, baby.
No. There's stuff that we're thinking about along the way too. We hope you enjoyed the episode today. If you liked what you saw, drop a thumbs up down below. And always hit that subscribe button, guys. We're taking this shit to the moon. I haven't been saying that enough, but you know, liking the video if you like what you're seeing, and subscribing. We're almost at 100, so hopefully we can get to 100 soon. I want to see us, you know, I don't want to put a mark on it, but I want to see us in the hundreds ASAP. You know, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Once we get to that 1,000 mark, we're right where we want to be, and then we can just keep going further and further. You can follow us on the Twitter at ADED Podcast. Man, he's back on his grind. He's done with the fucking overnight shift.
Facts, man.
Back on the grind. So all the fucking stats, all of this, all of that from the games, you've already started to see that back from our vintage Twitter grind from when we were back over there in the closet and on Zoom and everything. So all that stuff's going to be coming back soon. So keep following the Twitter. It's going to get a lot more active than it already has been. Tweeting out guests.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and put that notification bell on, man, because
facts.
We put these promos out for every video, but we're releasing content every day, so we can't just keep flooding y'all with promo tweets and shit. So y'all have to put these notification bells on, subscribe. 55% of y'all that I looked at the analytics the other day, 55% of y'all that watch this video aren't subscribed. Fucking subscribe.
Yes, sir.
The content's coming out. It's flowing. We're here for y'all every day. It's me and L Day AJ, Sammy 2 times.
Yes, sir. Everybody that's sitting in this on the couch now and you know on the Zoom and people that edit us.
You cut me off. I didn't get to say Christian name either, but.
No, I'm saying everybody that's on the Zoom.
Christian here too. Like that.
I was saying everybody that's on the Zoom, everybody that's you know that like Tyler that's editing the whole thing. We're building a whole team here. So the Twitter's just gonna go crazy. We're reaching out to so many people to bring onto the show. We're not trying to get in a rut of leaking out on guests. In 2 weeks, we do have one of our biggest guests coming on as well. We're not going to leak that name. We'll put it on Twitter. But just know 2 weeks from now, July 28th, Wednesday, July 28th. That boy on the
Zoom call
when we record. Christian's helping us out on the guest front. We're doing a good job there. Keep sending those handles. I mean, dude, like the thing that I keep saying to everybody is we can take this as far as we want. It's just how fast we get guests. You know, you got to grow by getting somebody that's bigger than you, and you got to be good at storytelling. I preach that the whole time. So both of those things can be good if you get a guest because they can tell their story. So you knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. And also there's how we interact, how all of us are just, this means fucking nothing. This means nothing. We're talking about the same shit or bullshit, the same thing when we're playing on the course anyway. If you want to follow us on Instagram at ADEDPod, we're going to be going live as much as we can on there. Posting a lot more pictures in there. We're going to be getting a lot more active when we go out or when we vlog or something like that, so just stay tuned with that. I know I keep saying that we're gonna post a lot more pictures and do this and this and this on the Instagram.
No, we should.
We're getting there, bro. I mean, just
yo, tonight. Perfect time tonight.
I know.
Get some flicks. Get some flicks.
We have our plan.
Get a fit off, bro. Get a fit off. Give it for the gram.
I'm gonna wear my Judge jersey because he made the All-Star game. So fuck all y'all.
All right, there you go.
And then our plan for next Wednesday. I told you on the phone yesterday. I told you on the phone. Vlogging this. Remember the same thing. So. Everybody, like, and I can't stress this enough, even though that Manny and I are on this podcast and, you know, Christian's on here and Tyler's editing, Sam is just as much in this as everybody else. He's got 1 more year of school, and I feel I'm going to be full transparency and full transparent and not give a fuck by saying this. When he graduates in May,
we'll be making a full-time living off this podcast.
That's our timeline. That's our timeline. When he graduates, done. Full-time with us. No school, no nothing, no fucking 9 to 5, no nothing. Manny and I are ditching those 9 to 5s for this, so why can't he be a part of that too? He's already been putting a lot into this for us in terms of the content, and you know we just want to take him with us the whole time. So
no more alcohol store for Christian. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, you know, that's just the main thing. And I want to go live so fucking bad as I transition to this. I want to go live so fucking bad. I want to interact with the people in the comment section. So get the fucking TikTok. I need the TikTok to 1,000 followers. Christian, you're going to have to start helping me more on TikTok, just about finding the trends, about doing this and that. I'm trying to find the niche related things. I did like that news anchor voiceover. If I can get to 1,000 on TikTok, we can start going live on TikTok. Nice. Okay? And TikTok going live, it pumps your different, if people don't know, your live will go to many different For You pages and different accounts versus if you went on an Instagram live. Because an Instagram live is you just see your followers. So that would make no sense because let's see, like, we only had maybe 10 people max that came into the other one. But if I was on TikTok, people could scroll through. Oh, there's a live. What are they saying? Okay, tap. Now I'm in the live. So that's why TikTok, I like how they do that though, because then you would have random accounts with 5 followers going live. So you have to have 1,000 to go live. That's the plan. We have something in store to help us get to 1,000. I'll leave that there. But I need that to get to 1,000, man, because I want to go live so bad. Manny and I have been talking about, like, should I say the S word that starts with a T and then ends with a G that I was saying before? Remember the giveaway thing that I was showing you?
Bro, come on, bro.
Just
How
say
about the app?
Bro, we're not on Jeopardy.
Yeah, just say it.
Oh, the app. Wait.
No, I was going to say, how about the app that starts with a T?
Yeah.
The purple app that starts with a T. No, the purple app.
Purple, bro.
Purple app starts with a T.
Ends with an H.
Come on, bro.
The famous people are on there. Aiden Ross.
Next letter's a W.
Oh, baby, turn, baby.
So he got it finally. Fucking all right.
I thought he was talking about Tinder.
No.
I'm geeky.
Manny and I have been talking about, because I want to go live so fucking bad. Like, I just want to interact with the chat. Like, I've been saying it before we started. These guys were like, dude, you're on 12. We need you at a fucking 4.
I was just thinking about
and I want to go live so bad. So Manny has a setup. Like, we might be going on Twitch ASAP and just bullshitting.
I said,
literally just
talk about
bullshitting. Like, we're doing this, but we're not talking about sports. We're literally just sitting there fucking around and interacting with you guys. It'll be a just chatting section, and we're literally just going to fuck around. We're literally just going to fuck around. Yeah, this man's really said Tinder. Is he down bad? Is the question?
I'm definitely up.
Yo, make a poll. Someone make a poll.
No, I'm definitely up. I'm definitely up.
Yeah, but
Down bad from last night though. That's another story for another day.
That's another story for another day.
Down
We gotta
bad-
get
down bad
his.
from
We
last
have to
night,
get his.
though.
We have to get his ID ready for tonight. That's what we're going to right now. We're actually gonna head to the DMV and try to get a fucking ID. But anyway, we appreciate you guys so much. We just can't wait to go. I mean, I keep saying to them, and I say it every time, but like I have to allude to this as we close out every show, and I don't think I'm ever gonna stop changing this outro every time. I literally like feel it in my bones, and I think part of the reason why I was on fucking 12 before we started recording today is I literally just like feel it, bro. Like I want to go so bad. I want to be so big so bad.
It's coming, bro.
I'm like, people like say, oh, I want to get big or I want to do that, but they don't want to do like the
fucking work in.
bullshit to get there, and they don't want to be consistent enough to get there. We're posting YouTube videos almost every day,
Shit is not easy.
and it's not. And the other thing is like, you might be saying, oh, well, you posted that podcast. You're essentially posting the same thing. No, not true. We're breaking down segments of the podcast and posting that as a video. So if you don't want to, if you see a 59-minute video or an hour and 10-minute video and you don't want to watch that whole thing, well, here's one of the segments that was only 8 to 10 minutes long. You can put that on. Well, I don't care, fuck. Like, that's how easy it is, and you gotta trust the algorithm too. So you're posting every day. That's pumping your shit even more. So you can.
No, don't give out the secrets, motherfucker. You got the comp watching.
It's the same thing, bro. It's the same as TikTok. But what I said to these guys before is this: I'm like, bro, like, you could do the same thing as us. You can go invest your money.
You can.
This is $422. You can go invest that. This is a $700 soundboard. You can go do that.
My boy flexing over here.
Let me get a
I didn't buy that. I didn't buy that. That was a gift.
Let me get $1.
That was a gift.
seriously,
No,
bro.
that was a gift.
I need some growth.
That was a
Let me get
gift. My parents have gifted me fucking everything. We paid for these though. We paid for these bad boys.
The big boys.
But anyway, that was a little bit too long on it. But I just want to. I'm being serious. Like I can't wait to see you like when he graduates in next May, where the fuck this is and like where we are and like, you know, I don't want to say too much because I was telling you guys before we started, just like the M word, you know, the M word ends with an H. I love how I'm playing this game with you.
Bro, you're fucking me up.
This M word, H.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Cut it, Tyler. Cut it because they're going to get it. Cut it.
No, they're not gonna get it.
They're going to get it. Cut that shit. Cut that shit.
Put in technical difficulties on it.
Cut that shit. Cut that shit.
But no, what I'm saying is like I just like when we start getting the funds to fucking just keep going and like I don't know, bro. Like the fact I think maybe it partially is like this is coming to me just because like Sam's here.
You definitely leaking the vault right now.
Relax, bro.
You leaking
No,
the
I'm
whole
not,
vault.
bro. How are they gonna know when that's gonna come out?
You leaking.
No.
Yo!
now.
Relax.
What? I could be referring to anything. I mean, we're coming out with our new alcohol, guys. Like
Really?
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think part of this is because like Sam's actually here, and like you know, this is the first time that we've ever done a podcast where it's somebody else is sitting here with us, and we have plans to find some other people that can do that with us as well. We have a microphone that we can do that with as well. Have to do some work with that one, but I think it's just the fact that the team is here and the fact that you know we do Tea Party with Sam, and you know it's just as easy to make him come on here and take his takes like that and press you about the fucking top 5 and everything like that. So I don't know. I just feel it more and more. Like, I don't know, bro. I think that's why I was so just like hyped up, because I'm like, he's here. We've been doing a lot of our content, like our in-person content with him, so I don't know. Just seeing somebody else in here is also good too. So I don't know. If there's a guest eventually that can come in here and do that, then sure, we can do that. But I think it can be possible.
Oh, 100%.
I think it can be possible when we get the other setup. But we appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. Shut the fuck up. Thank you guys for listening this whole time.
God damn.
Christian, you're the man. I appreciate you, bro. We got so much in store, and we're just going to keep going. We got the team with us right here the entire way. So all you guys have to do is just fucking listen and then just watch the magic happen. Let's go, baby. You've been listening to the All Day Everyday Show with All Day AJ and Manny Ruffin. My name is Alex Jacobs, but you can call me All Day AJ.